So once a company pre-registers, so submits, for example, late pre-registration or already has pre-registered a substance for K-REACH purposes, then they still have to separately join this SICO, so this Chemical Substance Information Communicative Organization, or sometimes called KCIF, but essentially equals a CIF under EU REACH, as Gagan already discussed. So the SICO will be populated by other members aiming to register the same substance. So at this point, you would also check the sameness criteria for this SICO, so that just to make sure that you have the same substance. And this can be checked by using this substance identity profile, or sometimes it can be also called something else. Then as a next step, the company should decide on the role in this SICO. Well, they will not become the lead registrant because that was the previous webinar, despite the headline it says here. But you as a co-registrant, you should then decide whether you want to be an active participant in the work, if available, or passive or dormant. We'll talk about this in just a second. And where a lead registrant has not yet been selected, then you should select one and you can vote for that. We talked about that in the previous webinar. We'll touch upon it briefly also here. And then the active SICO members become a part of a so-called registration consortium. This is a bit different than what we thought about consortia for EU REACH, because this is only specific to this substance and a subset of the SICO. We'll talk about that just in a second. And only active members and the lead registrants are becoming members of this registration consortium. Passive dormant SICO members are not members of the consortium. They are still members, of course, of the SICO. Then the lead registrant, of course, prepares their dossier, submits it to the MOE. This NIR checks, the National Institute of Environment checks the compliance of this, and once it's okayed, it's been approved, then the active members, as part of this registration consortium, can submit their dossiers, their co-registration dossiers to the ministry, and in parallel, the letter of access issuance starts for these passive dormant SICO members, or in case may be registrants that come in later and are not part of this joint submission or this joint, or preparing for the joint registration effort, so to speak. They might have already submitted the dossier and thus just come in late into the game, and we call them here later registrants. Once these have all the paperwork, so to speak, in place, meaning purchase the letter of access, they can prepare the co-registration dossier and submit it, of course, to the ministry and then be done with it. So